Well, that is indeed a risk that there's going to be some external pressure after the internal pressure that we've now seen due to the fiscal cliff has really failed to produce a long-term strategy on how to deal with the cliff. External pressure might be what's coming up. But external pressure only from the rating agencies is unlikely to have a massive impact. We've seen that before in several countries when countries lose a AAA rating, or even if they lose a little bit more than that, that's not necessarily having an impact on borrowing costs, which would, of course, help to focus US policymakers. But the fiscal cliff has produced some austerity, modest austerity. That's probably enough to allow the US economy to still grow this year, which is a good thing for the US.
What rate are you looking at this year?
Sorry?
What rate are you looking at for growth this year in the US?
We're expecting about 2% growth, so about the same as last year. That includes about 1% of fiscal drag. Now, the drag might be a little higher, but the latest data has been pretty good. So we would stick with our 2% growth target for the US for 2013.
You start your note this morning with the sentence, markets in the global economy can breathe a sigh of relief. Finally, and not too late, the Congress has done this. How long is this relief going to last, do you think?
Well, if the US does not impose extra massive fiscal austerity, then this sigh of relief should really stay. But of course, we have probably once again noisy negotiation ahead of us heading into February with the debt ceiling hitting, and at the same time the postponement of these automatic spending cuts will expire at the end of February as well. So we're going to have once again pretty noisy negotiations. But one thing that we've learned both in 2011 and now, US politicians will in the end do enough to avert major disasters striking the economy, at least if it's of their own making, and compromise in the end. So we also expect that for February, and probably markets will be pretty sanguine about that as well.